The Gulen Movement in the real sense is following the prophetic methodology of Rasulallah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to spread the light of Islam to the rest of the world. It is a little different from Islamic movement. American educational system is teaching. If you look into that. But you do not. My name is Muhammad Shafiq, professor of Islamic and Religious Studies here at Nazareth College of Rochester, Rochester, New York, USA. And I'm also executive director of the Hickey Center for Interfaith Studies and Dialogue. I think the work of Hizmet Movement is more on continuing and permanent basis. It's not just to help at certain time where there is a disaster, but rather to create real compassionate humans. And once you have created compassionate humans in different parts of the world, that will rise up to erect and build a new world. A new world built on love, compassion, and beautifying it. How to make, you see, because if you look into the Quran always asks us to bring husna, beauty to the earth. We should not, any person who leaves behind an ugliness behind, or leave things behind which doesn't look good, that person has not served really throughout his or her life. So we must leave when we pass to the next world, the legacy should be a beauty that people can see how we created things, how we left the earth to the inheritors. And that's what Islam is meant. And that's what Hizmet Movement is reminding. Oh believers, you are to create, the word ihsan is there. Hasana is there in the Quran, used again and again. How to create beauty, how to do things in a better way. And that's what I think you can see. And that is through education. That's a very important thing. And education, spirituality, and then service. That the methodology of Hizmet Movement is education, and through education, spirituality, and then creating alert and awakened human being to serve the humanity. So I think that's what difference is. And if you look to the Sufi movements, how they created circles, if you look into other Islamic movements, this is a very unique methodology which Hizmet Movement has created, and the best methodology in fact. If you look in, this is a prophetic methodology also. The Prophet, peace be upon him, when he migrated to Medina, he started with education. We call it Sufa University today, creating a Sufa educational institution first. And so that once people are educated, they will be better citizens of the universe. So that's through that. And similarly, those people who were in the Sufa University, those companion of the Prophet, they will go and they will protect the city at night also. They will be patrolling the city, you see that? So that there is peace. And they will be working for the cause of humanity also. So education, service, you can see, and spirituality certainly was, that was the whole atmosphere and the lives of the Prophet and the lives of the companions and others, how to create such a. So I think the Gulen Movement in the real sense is following the prophetic methodology of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to spread the light of Islam to the rest of the world. These are Muslims who come and help selflessly humanity, and we need such people in the world. the word interfaith is a bit confusing, especially in Turkish atmosphere. I know I have been to Turkey a lot of time. Turks are very confused. There are many Turks who are very confused on the word of interfaith. I have Turkish students here, and they would be very reluctant to take part in interfaith dialogue. Also, it's not only some of people from Turkey who are reluctant to the word interfaith. It is almost everywhere. There are many Muslims. There are many right-wing Christians who are opposed to the word interfaith. There are many Jews also who are opposed, and also in Hindus, Buddhists. Interfaith is there in the Quran. Ta'arafu is interfaith. Ta'awanu is interfaith. Ta'arafu means that the Quran says God created you into different faiths and different colors and different ethnicities and different cultures so that you may know one another. And by knowing one another, you will cooperate with one another. Or the Quran goes further, Ta'awanu alal birri. All humanity, irrespective of culture, faith, or caste and creed, or whatever it is, we need to cooperate together for good of the creation of God. We need to work together. So, and there are several words which I have derived from the Quran which could be applied towards that. And the Quran also, some people say, well, the Quran uses the word mujadala also. Interfaith dialogue is, mujadala means debate. Debating which one is better, which one is not. That is not that is used in the Quran. But see, if you look into the Quran, it says, وَلَا تُجَادِلُوا أَهْلَ الْكِتَابِ إِلَّا بِالَّتِي هِيَ أَحْسَنُ. Ahsan means bring beauty to it. If there is a debate between Muslims, Christians, or Muslims and Jews, or Muslim Jews and Christian, there is a debate around the faith. The Muslims are supposed to bring beauty into it. And here means use your language in a nicer way, in a polite manner. Explain your religion in the best manner, not in ugly way. So that is the change in the debate concept also. So interfaith means here a dialogue actually. Dialogue means to understand the others. And once you know the other, then you will be able to work together for the goodness of God's creation. It has nothing to do with uniting religions. It has nothing to do with creating a civil religion. In fact, interfaith dialogue emphasizes you must practice your faith first before you go to dialogue. Because if you are not a good practitioner and you say, I am a Muslim, and you say things which will be wrong, you are not representing your religion the way it is. So you go and practice your religion and say things in interfaith dialogue the way you believe and your religion is, without any compromise, but say things in a nicer way and work together with the rest of the people for goodness of humanity, for goodness of this universe. That is interfaith dialogue, and the whole Quran is about that. If you look into his way of thinking, is very different. You see, love is his central theme, and he combines love with compassion.
As I became more immersed in his readings, I recognized that he really is a person who is much more than somebody who's a Muslim. He's a person of the world. He believes that this global community can be much better and much more working with each other, no matter where we are in the Northern Hemisphere, Southern Hemisphere, East or the West.